All right, bell just rung. I don't really have much for a pre-market plan. Adam Mancini just tweeted, since March 1st, okay, we are now basing below 4170, which is here, although we peaked above, and 4177 is resistance now. As long as above 4161, leg continues direct to 4181. We just lost, well, you know what? We are at 4161. There's a trend line that goes on ES right here for 4161. So it's possible we may stay here or we may recover. 4197. 4197 is the ultimate goal for today if we can rally. If 4161 fails, we go down to 4148. It looks like the bulls are holding it for now, so I'm gonna go ahead and add 4161 here, or maybe I'll just move this down. I don't know what this means. I could have swore this is OPEX week, but I guess not. So nothing major this week for Catalyst. Taking a quick look at VIX. I added this, although I don't know where I should add this bottom channel, but I can see a clear upper channel starting here, or upper trend. Remember, I had said that we had reached an all-time low for the year. I don't know for sure if it's for the year. This is February. Yeah, I think so far this year, this is the low. We've had a bit of a pullback to the daily, and now we're rejecting off of here, which is a good sign, bullish wise. And yeah, look, 41. Well, I have 4160, 4149, but yeah, we're bouncing here, so. And it looks like we're about to form a 15-minute supply if this can hold. I'm sorry. I'm demand supply dyslectic. Demand. We're forming a demand. So if the ultimate goal today is 4181, then here, well, the ultimate goal actually is 4197. And I don't really have that on SPY right now. That's actually probably like right here. I'm gonna have to take a guess. So let's look at the option. Yeah, it's pushing. It's maybe one of those days where it just starts to rally without me. Just like on Friday, I should have just went long at the bell. If we target 414, yep, could have gotten a couple options down here at 30. All I can do is hope that this demand gets retested later. I just realized, hold on, I'm looking at this here. This is forming what looks like a megaphone pattern. I remember what they said once the megaphone pattern starts, which I guess, where would be the start of this? I'm sorry, I know this is sort of irrelevant, I'm just curious. I want to be able to get practice at seeing patterns as they form. Actually, no, this was a bull flag. We repeat out of the bull flag and fail, but then bounce at the bottom. But one could also probably see a megaphone pattern forming here. And this is test number 1, test number 2. And remember what they say in test number 3, you want to break out of the megaphone pattern, which it did. However, we failed to break out of the range of 4100 to 4180. So this is a false breakout or a failed breakout, and that would be a key. And not to, I think I can mention this, but in Adam Mancini's newsletter, he did point this out and discuss that this was a textbook failed breakout. And generally, you would want to jump in 5 or 10 points below the failed breakout level. So 4180 would have been a good spot to go short here. Anyways, all I can do now is just hope that this comes back down and retests. We've already broken past VWAP. Man, I can't stand this app, dude. And there's no way to set it default so it always goes below. So I guess whatever genius that created this app assumed that if you want an alert about where the price level is going, clearly you only want to know when it goes up. You never want to know when it goes down. Why would you? That should be higher. 4136, 4156. And that's a delay from the alert on the desktop to the alert on the mobile app. When I was pushing back down to almost 440, I thought about just jumping in. But let me wait. Let's wait. We have the whole day. Let's see if we form a demand or supply and we take it accordingly. Just like what happened on Friday. Again, demand was formed just above a key trend line, 2 key trend lines, and a key level. Demand was retested and rallied. Had a bit of a pullback here, but it still recovered. This would have been an excellent trade. Still, Adam Mancini's levels are also excellent. 4161 is support, creating a demand exactly there. And this may be one of those mornings where it will not come back and test anytime soon. It'll just run up to targets and then sell and base. The Prophet has tweeted, as posted, we are now nearly 1 full month where every 1 to 2 day dip in ES was bought. Today, 4161 was first support as posted and just tested it and bounced. 4161 must keep holding to keep 4181, 4197 in play direct. If this mini bounce fails, we test 4145, 4148 support, which is a major support. But look at this. If you set a buy-in for 30, got in 10 options, you could have already sold here at 55 and made 250 bucks. Or $2,500 depending on how many options you get, and call it a day. It seems like the bears really want to keep this below this bull flag. I thought about erasing this, but I decided to keep it just for now. And again on VIX, perfect play, rejecting off of this trend. And I didn't notice this too. I didn't see this on the other chart because of course it doesn't look the same. Even though I could have swore I adjusted this chart to look like the other one, but what can you do? This trend and this daily both coincide right where the rejection occurred. If this does make its way to 4181, it'll be around the same time that this makes its way back down to the current low. Bears are still fighting hard. They're trying to push it below VWAP. I do have an alert set above 4142. New 15-minute candle started, and oh, I was gonna say, will the bull succeed keeping it above the bull flag? It's quite the fight going on here. Will we lose VWAP? I was thinking if I was confident in the strategy, I would go ahead and put a buy in somewhere in here, right where the alert would have kicked in. But the MK strategy says you must wait until after 10:30. I mean, maybe you can bend the rules and make it after 10 o'clock, but I'm pretty sure he would not approve of taking the strategy 15 minutes after the market opened. I remember one time I did ask him on Instagram the importance of the hour level. And remember, I'm not his student, and he still took the opportunity to reply to me and say that you generally want to give at least an hour for the market to play out, just to smooth out any initial volatility and to get a better idea what the market's going to do. One of the things I love most about it is you get an hour extra to just chill and relax and watch the market. So one or two things are going to happen here. We're going to get a bounce at 4161, possibly retest of the demand zone that formed and retest of Adam Mancini's level, or this is going to fail. And what's going to happen is this will probably fail, and then we might get a bounce at the bottom of the bull flag, a retest of 4161, maybe even a recovery of it, but it's a fake recovery, and then it falls. Or it's not a fake recovery, it comes back up. But if it does fall, we're going to go to 4148 or 4155. But here, looks like we're recovering. Now, if I had a fat account, $1,000, something like that, I would take a couple options long right now. The problem is, if I take one option just long, it's half my account, and if it fails, pretty good recovery so far. Now, looking on the VIX, bulls do not want to have this close here. This will create a demand on the VIX, which is not good. So they want to recover this and push this back down, which looks like they're doing. Had you put your buy-in right here, right at 40161, gone in at 30 for a retest of the demand zone, and that supply or demand on VIX is now gone, the bears are really putting in a fight today. It's not enough though. Looks like the bulls are taking. It's like the bulls, if they wanted to, they can really just force this up, but they're taking their time. Or I'm completely wrong and they're struggling. I don't know. Now on the mobile app, this line, the top of the bull flag, is actually down here. So we bounced at the top of the bull flag and at 4161, according to the way the chart looks on the mobile app. But remember, as I've said before, Thinkorswim is profoundly obnoxious in that there's no consistency with the trend lines. The trend lines change based on what time frame you're looking at, what platform you're looking at the application on. It's just ridiculous. Oh, okay, something new forming here. If the bulls can't get this above the top of the bull flag, then this would be forming a supply and a fake breakout of the bull flag, a false breakout. This is quite the seesaw back and forth today. Alright, for that reason I'm just going to back out. I'll come back on later on when there's something more significant happening. But like I said, until the bulls can get this above the bull flag, this has now formed a supply. Well, I mean, we are above the bull flag on my Thinkorswim on the mobile app and on another chart. So, or at least on the ES. Whatever. This back and forth is a bit annoying now. Alright, so you can see we peaked above and failed to make a new high of the day, bearish. Dropped back below 4168 and tested 4161 again and bounced. So the bulls are trying to hold 4161. I'm not sure why they don't just let it drop to 4148 and then try and recover there. I don't know. So another retest of 4161, and again we're holding. On VIX, however, this demand did form and is holding. This is definitely bearish. This demand was tested and is still holding. So this could push back up to the daily possibly if it can pass these short-term SMAs, and of course that's bearish for SPY. Wow, I suddenly have a really strong craving for like pancakes and um, that cliche American sausage you get from Denny's, and then just to chill out and play Diablo 3, which of course was stolen by that piece of garbage girl, along with all of my games. And the Diablo 4 is coming out. Of course, that's like $80. No way I can bother with that. And I'm supposed to have a client tomorrow. I was going to use her payment to go get groceries this week. But of course, she canceled, as she always does, because she's going out of town on business. Oh, I remember I came to the conclusion like about 2 years ago that I love personal training. I love helping people get stronger and better themselves, but I hate the business. I hate having to rely on people to get paid. I don't like that. That's why I wish I was successful at this because I can get paid based on my own ability, I guess. I don't know. But you can be really good at what you do, but if all of your clients are constantly out of town, you don't get paid, and it's just frustrating. And it's sort of a catch-22. Clients that are wealthy enough to pay for a good trainer generally have an occupation that tends to lead to travel often. And even if they don't, even if they have an occupation that, keeps them here, those type of clients tend to take long vacations during the summer or during the holiday break for like a month. I mean, the average person is living check by check. The thought of going on vacation for a month is impossible. Even when I was a cop, I think, I mean, my department was a terrible department to begin with, but I think we got on average one vacation day per, I think it's 1.5 per month. One when you're a rookie, but when you gain seniority, you get 1.5, almost 2 days per month. So that means if you don't take any days off for a year, you can take about 2 weeks off next year. That's kind of crappy. But anyways, so this is a pretty strong rejection here. And I don't know, it looks like 4161 is going to fail. If 4148 was way down below, or no, if 4148 wasn't the next, well, you know what? I'm trying to rationalize why I would not go short. But we did create a supply. Supply was retested. If demand fails, this is going to drop 20 points. I just have to wait and see. But still, this. Wait, okay, now I'm confused. VIX is going down. VIX is going down, even though SPY is not really bouncing that strongly. So, I'm, well, then that's a good sign to go long, I guess. The only concern I have about the VIX going down is that we don't have very far to go before we get to our current low, or I still don't know if I lined this bottom channel up correctly. I took my best guess here. But it is strange that VIX is going down. But we are bouncing up for 161, so here we go again. So far, to me, just lots of chop. I forgot to take my amino acids this morning, damn it. Alright. Alright, this is one of those days where it looks like VIX is reliable. Even though SPY wasn't coming up, VIX is going back down. Again, though, what concerns me and what I find odd is how much VIX is dropping, right, in relation to what's happening with SPY, and we're very precariously close to the all-time low for the year. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm being irrational, but I think it's a bit risky to go long um, when VIX is at an all-time low for the year. I think we need a pullback on SPY and VIX to reset. Either way, we did bounce again at 4161 when I left. We failed to make another high, so we made a higher low, I guess is the proper way of saying it. So high, lower high, lower high. Not good. And we were at 30 down here, and now we're at 30 up here. So yeah, this is quintessential chop right here. But despite the chop, VIX is going down. Again, it doesn't make sense to me and makes me precarious about wanting to trade. So I think I'll just step away for a bit. It is 10:30 now. Per the MK strategy, we look for, you know what? I'm going to draw the supply as well. Here, and that supply formed on 4166. Oh, it doesn't really matter. I don't have to label it. It might go away soon anyways. But we keep breaking above it and falling and closing just below it. But potentially we may end up just popping up and rallying. I mean, Adam and CD said, as long as we maintain 4161, 4181 is up next. So this could just be chopping around for a good period of time. So you know what? I'm going to follow the rules. I'm going to put another alert. If we fall back below again, this is 3.6, so 5.6. And in fact, while I was yapping away, maybe I should have just taken it long here and just ignored VIX. I'm pretty sure Adam Mancini doesn't look at VIX at all either. But for me, it's proven somewhat reliable. So, and I suspect there'll be a tweet from him right around the time when this starts to rally and reach 4181. He'll tweet, as I posted, 4161 was support. We had a bounce. Bulls took their time, but we finally rallied out, and we're now approaching 4181. He's going to tweet that eventually. And I'm pretty sure him and a bunch of his followers who trade futures are already long, and probably went long right around here and are holding. Breaking the supply now. There it is. Finally a strong push. And we're just continuing to go down on VIX. It's just dropping. However, if we fail to make another high here, if we make a lower high here, then I think what might be happening, since we're forming higher lows, is we're slowly creating a triangle. Maybe I should start drawing it now, but I think I'm being premature, but we'll just start for now. Generally when this happens, like you saw on the triangle for VIX last week, we're gonna break out one way or the other strong. Although this triangle looks a bit, I don't like the way this one has a stronger angle than this one. I know it doesn't really matter. It doesn't always look like a perfect triangle. And I gotta get out of my OCD need for things to be perfect and symmetrical. But I still would like to see a pullback on VIX for a reset. Still, if you showed me just this alone, and you asked me to guess what SPY did in the morning, I would have told you, oh wow, SPY must have rallied this morning. I mean, remember Friday morning, it rallied pretty strong, but look at the VIX. VIX has dropped stronger than it did here, yet one cannot See, this was the rally on Friday. Not the same here today. Relatively speaking, this little move is not the same as this big move here. We went from 412 to 415 that morning. Today, we've gone from 412 to low 413s. So, nothing compelling right now to me. Yeah, let's wait and see. Here we go. Break of the triangle. Loss of 4161. This should be dropping. So, had I taken this short, oh, remember I was confused as to whether or not I had chosen the proper area for that lower trend line on VIX? I wasn't sure if I picked the right spot. Look. Rejection. I wish I can trade as good as I can place my trend lines and levels. But yeah. Closed. Well, we haven't closed just yet. We still have 5 more minutes, but so far rejection here, but no real progression so far. Oh, I said it and it did it. Bulls are really trying hard to not lose 4161. I don't understand why. Wow, I still have alerts at 4135 and 4128. I'm just gonna leave it there anyways. Let's take a look at the options put out of curiosity. 412. A trader worth his salt will probably be thinking, you know what? We formed a supply. We formed this resistance up here. We're making higher lows. I'm going to take this short. Or maybe decide to take it short at the break of VWAP. I don't know. But the bulls are stepping back in. They're not letting this fall. No changes on VIX yet, though. It's still coming up. Up. Nope. I saw a slight decrease. Choppity chop, chop, chop. I should play some chop suey. Computer, play chop suey. I'm not monetized anyways. Who cares? Here we go. SPY going down, VIX going up. This would have been a good short. Well, I guess I could get blacklisted or shadow banned, whatever it's called. Computer, stop music. And there it is. Now, this should be dropping. Let me zoom. I'm going to zoom out. I was going to just make it bigger, but 4145 is next. 4148. So had I taken this short and got in around 45.50, I'll be up 30. Could we bounce at the bottom of the bull flag? I don't know. I have it here. But, oh. How come I have that channel Okay. God. So the bottom of the bull channel for that monthly yellow channel that I've mentioned before, it looks like we're already dropping below it on my other chart on ES, right? And this is a 5-day 15 time frame. This is a 1-day 15 for time frame. Let's see if I change it. See, even if I change, and I'm pretty sure I changed this chart to be the exact same chart as that I'm using here, the same studies, the same everything. I don't know, man. Thinkorswim, absolutely vexing. I was thinking, is this a Head and Shoulders? But no, there's some broad shoulders right here. Um, hmm. You know what's annoying is taxes. Oh man, I just had some bad deja vu. Anyways, taxes are due tomorrow, and I thought these idiots at Whole Foods sent me my W-2 via mail, and I could have swore I put it aside, and I've been digging around everywhere, looking everywhere, and I can't find it. Oh man. I think what I thought was a W-2 was just the investment 401k documents. So it would not surprise me they never sent me my W-2. I can't stand working. That place is full of such incompetence, man. And remember what I said before is when I first started working there, those a-holes completed my W-2 for me. They never gave me a W-2 to fill out for myself. They completed it for me and then ticked the little box that says withhold all taxes, meaning that I was there. That what happens when you do that is you get more money, you get paid more money with each check. But the problem is you just don't realize that you're gonna owe taxes later on. So they screwed me by doing that. And then when I went to go do my taxes thinking I was gonna get money back, turns out I owe money. And I looked into it and I believe what they did is illegal. And I wasn't the only one I've done this to. I've done it to other people that they've hired initially. So freaking I bet you it's a practice they took up when they joined up with Amazon. Just shady company practices. All right, VIX is still going up, and if I was short, I would probably target either 4148, so a confluence of this and this, and I would also target the daily here as a sell point. So it may well get there, but who knows? Zero follow through day. I'm gonna go ahead and take this off. Same chop as on VIX. We didn't break this, but I really want to see this retest this daily again. So I'm just gonna put an alert here. That's one time that the above actually works. Yep, zero follow through a day. So this is my cue to step away for quite a bit. And it's quiet. I don't want to jinx myself, but it's somewhat quiet today. Hmm. Alright, before I step away, I realized something on the 30-minute chart, which I need to start looking at more, even though the biggest chart I have, and I don't even pay attention to it as much as I should. We formed a 30-minute supply here, and technically this is a retest. The supply is formed at 0.75. Here we are at 0.55 almost. I think a 30-cent zone for a 30-minute supply doesn't seem unreasonable. So if one took this one short and hold it a little bit, I don't know how, yeah, we're only halfway into this candle. So obviously this is as low as it got, maybe 24, 25. But this isn't really much of a profit, $5. And there's no real follow through today. You know, when a level fails, you think it'll drop, but it doesn't drop. When it recovers, you think it'll rally, but it doesn't rally. It's just chop. But it's going to break one way or another soon. Oh, okay, this is one thing I have to do. All right, tweet from Adam and Cindy, but before I read it, I I seriously considered before walking away just taking a trade at about 25 and seeing if this breaks 4161 finally, and it did. We're now approaching 4155, first minor support. It may bounce here, but if it doesn't, then 4148 is next. As far as the VIX, I forgot to change my thing back to 15-minute. Rejection here at this trend line. Again, a rejection at the trend line. So I guess I picked the trend line correctly. And now we're falling. Again, I want to see a retest of this daily. Going back to SPY. All right. So yeah. Yeah. When I had this in 30, it looked confusing to me. I thought, wait a minute. We did a supply and we retested. On a 30, it looked like it only retested once, but I forgot to switch it back to a 15. And here, look, this is perfect MK strategy. Perfect. 30-minute supply formed. Well, my deviation of his strategy. An almost perfect retest. Taking this short would have gotten you in at about 20 bucks, 21, $22. And then, hell, if you had a big enough account, you could have gone 10 options and you'll already be up $400 plus right here. And 4155, as you can see, just broke. So it looks like we're going to make it to 4148. So this might make its way to about $70, $75. So the put opportunity is gone. So I can only now probably think of going long again. And 412 would be the logical strike. If we can recover from 4148 and make it back to 4146 at the very least today. So we'll see how that goes. It is possible we may not even touch 4148, but I'm going to wait for a demand to form before taking it long. Now, Adam Mancini's tweet, 4161 was my first support today, and ESF certainly recognized this level, spending 3 hours chopping and bouncing there before cracking. Chop noise day to reset after last week's 80-point run. 4145 to 4148 next down and coming into it slowly. Key support. Fail there, and we see 4127, then 4113. All right, so again, this would have been a beautiful short. So the strategy worked fairly well here. Forming higher lows. Supply formed on the 15, supply formed on the 30. Again, annoyingly though, the supply looks different on the 30 than it does on the 15. Nonetheless, we got a retest with 30. Taking this short would have given you a quick profit. So now we have to look and see if a demand is formed, see if that's retested, and then we'll take that long. All right, here we go. Looks like we're forming a demand. which is going to close any moment. So this is a good clean demand form. Not so clean on SPY, but I wouldn't doubt it's much cleaner on ES. Yep, perfectly clean on ES. I'll go ahead and mark this, and the hope is that this gets retested. Let's look for a retest somewhere within this zone. So I'm just going to put, actually, I want an actual clean retest. Oh my God, when will I learn? I really shouldn't have to learn. I mean, this moronic program should recognize that if I want to be alerted where the price action is going to go, if it's below the price, I want to be alerted if it gets below. If it's above the price, I want to be alerted if it gets above. It should be pretty obvious. It should be by default. So let's see if we get a retest. Let's take a look at VIX. That's weird. We seem to be going nowhere on the VIX. We're still above this line, but then again, we're way above it on my mobile app. Well, again, I guess we'll just wait and see if we get a retest. The other bad news is my mouse is about to die, and since that ghetto girl stole all my batteries, I don't have any spare batteries, so if this dies, that's gonna be bad. Oh man. Well, I was looking for a replacement battery because I have rechargeables, but my recharger is not recharging anymore. It's not working anymore, but I mean, I feel bad. Little device. I've had it since 2011, I think. It's over 10 years old. But while I was getting my battery, it looks like we did get a retest right here at 4155. But I need this to go down lower. We did form sorry, we did form a supply on VIX, which is good, a very clean supply. So yeah, I would like this to retest the 35 again. So I'm gonna put an alert. See if we can get below 35. I'll try and get back in and see if this will bounce again. But this is a risky day to trade because it's pretty choppy. I don't know if they're waiting on some sort of catalyst. If it is, I don't know what it could be because I checked the calendar and there's nothing special this week. So, I don't know. What I like to see is just to chop a bit, come up, come back down, and then retest later on in the day, and then rally towards the end of the day. That'll be ideal. Alright, we're getting a retest a bit sooner than I would have liked, and not as low as I would like. My $35 alert still hasn't been kicked in, although I took a peek at VIX and I wanted to do this while I'm recording. And there's a level here you can see a support level on VIX that's been forming for the past, I don't know, maybe like hour. So let's go ahead and lock that in. And we're finally breaking below that level. So this could be the point where we might, no, I don't know for sure. was like 38 or 39 would have been the lowest one could have gotten in at this point. By the way, I never even thought to check the volume. We're already about halfway through the day, and the volume's less than half the average on SPY. Oof, very, very low for, well, no, about the same, less than half for ES. So a low volume day. The market did give me what I wanted. I got the retest of the demand zone. Just didn't go as low as I would have liked. Although I actually thought my hope was that it would chop a little bit longer, maybe for like a good 20-30 minutes, and then we dip below the demand zone. And then I can hopefully get in at 35, 34 again. And then it would head on up. It is possible it may happen later. I don't know. Then again, it is possible we may fall even further if, well, we never really officially tested 4148 anyways, so we'll see. So this is interesting. I don't see this very often on the VIX, but look at this gap between this candle and this candle. Just a quick jump. I don't know if this is a result of an issue with Thinkorswim. It's possible. I don't recall ever seeing these gaps on TradingView. Um, oh, look, I didn't realize this on TradingView. I really haven't been looking at it. I should. Look, our bullish trend for the past month, and looks like we're, yeah, if I had seen this, demand formed, retested, reclaimed this level. So yeah, I bet I'm gonna find that I was absolutely wrong in not going long on SPY right here. Ah, come on, switch, SPY, SPY, SPY. It's a new battery, so it's gotta be the mouse. Interesting too, this little line here. Well, all we can do now is wait for this to retest. Again. Maybe I shouldn't be greedy and try and get in at 38. I don't know, something higher. But still, the volume today is unusually low, but I gotta follow my strategy. They gave me a demand, they gave me a retest. I should have gone in. Um, Not that I'll be in massive profits right now, but yeah, who knows? Maybe I'll get another retest. Maybe we'll see. I just thought it was very weird, and of course you just saw VIX is going. Oh, was going down. Well, I take that back now. Well, as you can see, I should have done it. Market gave me a demand. Market gave me a retest. Market is rallying. I mean, I wouldn't call it a major rally, but it's going up. So, point is, it would have been a positive if I had gotten in. I'm still curious as to why it was 35 here, right? But apparently like 40 here. I mean, yeah, it is higher, but it seems like a big amount. But anyways, get in at 40, and just for a moment it reached 60 before rejecting off the bottom of the bull flag. Is this the bottom of the bull flag? Yeah, this is the bottom of the bull flag. Here's the top, obviously. So I would have sold at 60. I would have taken that 20 gladly and walked away. I'm almost tempted to just put a buy-in at 35 instead of an alert. Let's see if we get a quick test and recovery. My only concern though is that technically our bounce point is 4148. We haven't really reached that yet. Yeah, I think I'll keep the alert where, you know what, I'll bring the alert up a little bit more. Let's go to 40, yeah, 37-ish, fine. Even though the demand zone's still in support, this still really isn't a strong bounce. But again, oh yeah, look, I didn't see this rejection at this line again. We'll see if we can get a retest of demand and then see if we can break this line this time. Also, I looked at this. It looks so much better on my trading view. Looks so much better on my iPad. But look, let's zoom this back. Let's do it on a 30. This trend line here, rejection, rejection, fake breakout, rejection, rejection, bull channel here, fake breakdown, bounce, and hopefully bounce. And this, okay, look how I can just zoom out beautifully. This, I'll go to a 4-hour. This is a trend line that I found, or that Adam Mancini found this one, I think. Look at that though, beautiful. So what might end up happening is we may end up crunching in between here until finally, bam, breakout. That was on the 4-hour. Let's go back to a 1-hour. Hey, look at this 1-hour demand. 1-hour demand, retest, rally. 1-hour supply, big drop. 1-hour demand, rally, retest of the support, big rally. This was the big one that I missed. Man, I want a big screen TV with just TradingView right there. Such a great app, TradingView. Well, anyways, this is continuing to rally up or grind up, so I'm not going to get the retest. It looks like I should have gotten in back down here and just walked away and let it go. It's like we're going to break above this trend on SPY and break below this trend on VIX. Then we can get moving. So had I gotten in at 40, I'll be up 20 right now. Well, I gotta stop doing this. I gotta stop looking for excuses to not implement my own strategy. I shouldn't care about what's happening on the VIX that much. As long as it's giving me what I wanted, I shouldn't care about volume. Should just take in the trade. And even if I sold early at 60, so be it. Making 20 bucks, that's fine. I mean, hell, that's 25% of my account increase. Well, maybe, just maybe I might get another chance at it. We'll see. Okay, we're coming down to where I wanted it to go. But this will be the almost the fourth retest of this level. So, but although what's confusing to me is we are rejecting off of VIX, that line here, look. we're rejecting. So I need this to reject here, this previous support. I need this to be resistance. So let's see if we get it. Let's see, we'll put in a 36. I don't think it's going to come back down there, but who knows? We'll see. There it is. Lunchtime's over. Let's hope this thing pushes up. We'll put an alert if it gets below 33, 34. Let's give it room to grow. Let's do 33. I'm gonna let it run while I finish this little language test. Wer mag den Tisch? Who likes the table? Wer mag den? Die? Is it die Lampe or der Lampe? It's die. My, is it friends? Jog on Wochenende? Am Wochenende? Wochenende. On the weekend. I look forward to it. I've heard this before. Ich mich gehen? No, ich frau mich. Die Lampe. Ich frau mich. Ich freue mich. I look forward to it. We're coming down on VIX, but not at the level that I would have liked to see, but I need to be patient and see if it works. Wasser, Vater, Tee, Frau, Brot, danke, kleiner, nie, kommt Schwesen. Is that a headache? Yeah, gross. Nacht, schwimmen, Hospital, Krankenhaus, gesund, müde, wunderbar, Salat, Wetter, Vater, Kino, Samstag, Wunder, Schauspieler und bitte, bitte, danke, Wien, Schauspielerin, Essen, Katze, Katze, nieblig, nieblig. Uh-oh, not good. We're turning back around, and VIX is going back up. Schwester, bitte. Geldautomat, da drüben, fein. Tschüss, hallo, sehr, Kaffee, gut, gut, wer, Kaffee, Schwester, I'm not focused at all, sehr gut, bis bald, danke, es tut mir leid, nachts, traurig, müde, viel, Oma, Regenschirm, Sommer, links, krank, gehen. I'm in at 36. Should I be careful and just exit at 36 and take the $10 profit? Or should I be patient and see if we can get up to 60? I should just take the 46 profit, right? I probably should. And be content with that. Uh, I know what you're thinking. I sold too early. It's just so choppy. I just don't want to be risky. Well, all right. Uh, 12% profit for the day. And see, this is what worries me a little bit on VIX. We're chopping in between these two, this area, and my worry is that we might break above this area and just go ahead and rally back up for the VIX, which would mean we will fall for the SPY. So on a day like this, I would rather just be cheap and take what tiny little profits I can take. Although I'm rationalizing it and talking, rationalizing it, but I'm probably just wrong as crap as usual. And this is going to finally rally. We're going to finally break above the lower bull flag and push higher. So I probably should have held until 57, not 47. Yep, there it is. So instead of a 12% profit, I could have made 25% if it can push a bit higher, which I don't see why it won't. In fact, I probably should have just held to close to the end of the day, or I could have sold at VWAP. We might make it up to there. Oh, we're probably done anyways. All right, I'll come back and see where we are from there. But for now, it's a tiny profit for the day. All right, for those of you who are thinking you sold too early, you were right. We just hit 57 and pulled back, and oddly, it looks like 60 might have been the highest. So yeah, instead of making $10, I could have made 20. Or if I had big money account, instead of making $100, I could have made 200. And actually, big money account would have been. Look at this. This is what's amazing. If I had, what did I get in at 36? If I was a bit greedier and waited for it to get a little bit lower, I could have got in, let's say, $3,500 and sold at 54 for, or actually 56 to make up for the commission and made $2,000 right here. Done and done. But the beauty of it again, the MK strategy, you can't deny it works, man. I've proven it again and again in the video. 30-minute supply formed. Uh, yes, it broke the supply, but it closed under it. You could have still waited, broke the supply, but closed under it, forming a lower high. Take this short, or if you wanted to still be careful, and I made the mistake of keeping my chart on a 30-minute instead of looking at the 15. Look at this, a retest. Not exactly at the level, but I mean, the level is 0.75. It retested at 0.69, a 6 cent difference. Still, you could have gotten in, even if you wanted to wait for the break of VWAP, you could have gotten in here, and this put would have paid severely. I don't think that's the right phrase. It would have paid greatly. But even if we didn't get the put, here we go. Clean demand formed here. Well, clean on ES. Retest beautifully here. Broke below and rally back up. Still didn't want to get in. You could have waited like I did and got in here. Or was it here that I got in? I don't remember. 1309. Yeah, it definitely was in here. So you could have got in here at the lowest point. The lowest point is 34. I got in at 36. And then sell up here at almost 60. But then again, this may still hold. This may still hold. This may go higher. We may break VWAP, and this may go up to 100 for all I know. But still, the system works. Anyways, I'll be back in a bit. Okay, as you can see here, if I had held out for a $57 sell, it would have been calling the top for now. We formed a minor supply right here, and we tested it, and we're falling, and it looks like we are about to hit. Oh my god, sorry, I just showered with an old razor because I ran out of razors, and this razor's itchy as hell. Oh yeah, we've just broken according to TradingView on my iPad. We've just fallen below that monthly bull channel that we've been following. I have it here sort of for SPY and on ES. We're right at it. So this is obviously an important level for bulls. Or what might happen is they may just flush below and recover just before the market closes and then recover overnight. Maybe. Maybe. As far as VIX, we did break under here, but fell back under it again. So I may adjust this line, but probably not. So yeah, it's I guess it's good that I got a piece that I got here, even though it was not the full piece. All right, Adam Mancini tweeted, slowest day in weeks for ES as we chop 4148.545 was next level down key support and so far got to 4149 and bounced. Worth noting, today's dip reset the 1 hour RSI back to deeply oversold. That's interesting. 4145, 4148 remain supports to keep 4161, 4181 in play. And we just tested 4148 and it bounced. This is the test right here. So I might have to adjust this slightly. All right, and you can see we formed another 15-minute demand just below the previous one. And you can see it's already been retested. So question is, do we take this long or just step away and be glad with a little bit of profit we got for the day? Because of this slow price action and because I'm kind of getting not focused, I'm just getting tired. I might just step away for now, but I'm probably going to end up regretting it. Or I guess I could wait for another dip. See, as soon as I say I'm not going in, it starts to rally a little bit, tease me. And look in VIX, we are back to this line again. So let's see if we break below. There's still the issue of this being so damn close to the current low, but fact remains, we're recovering now. Bulls need to recover that channel that we lost. I'm surprised Adam is here to mention it, but I guess from his time frame, that's not big of a loss. All right. Had I gotten in here, I don't know what I could have gotten. Maybe I could have gotten a low 20 something. So maybe I could have made $10 if I held it to maybe 33, 34. Rejecting off of this trend. And on VIX, we're back to the low of last week. So I'm curious what's going to happen now. We managed to recover the that lower bull channel on TradingView, so that's good. Apparently, though, it looks like I might have chosen the option that's too far out of the money here. I mean, it's 1 point out of the money. We're at 411. This is 412, but I guess it would have been better to choose a in the money option or at the money option in this case. You would get better results. So it was 14. This candle started at 14.15, I think. Yes, 14.15. And there it is pushing. So 14.15 would have been here. This was the low point. So maybe could have gotten, well, I wouldn't have had enough money to get into this option anyways. But if I did, and I got in at 75, I guess, $25 off of $75. And VIX has now made a new low for the past 5 days. actually for the past um all this year actually. So yeah, this is interesting. If I was in a position, I would definitely have sold now. Um, most of my positions at this point, even though we haven't really reached one of Adam Mancini's levels, or have we? No, I would still sell. I wouldn't wait for VWAP. I wouldn't wait for this. This would be a good spot to sell, or at least most of the positions, and then hold on to a few to see if we get a bigger push. But anyways, there you have it. As usual, I make excuses and rationalize why I shouldn't trade, and boom, look at this jump. I was saying, oh, I would definitely sell here because of this reason or that reason. And it seems like I'm always full of crap. And on VIX, forget the fact that we made a new low. We just pushed even further down. So we're up now back to 4161. Bulls are attempting to reclaim that. Maybe they will, maybe they won't. But had I gone long down here at 20 something dollars, I could have sold way up here at 70 something dollars and made massive profits, relatively speaking, to the investment. So yeah, I should have just once again, here's another example where I don't follow my own strategy. I don't take the trade and miss out on massive profits. Now, I guarantee you MK's crew, at least a few of them, took this trade, probably spent $1,000, $2,000, maybe probably sold at this resistance, but I don't think they would have. They would have seen that it would have blasted right through, which it did very quickly, just blasted right through. And then here we go. We're back above 4161. Make your sell right here. You're good to go. So yeah, how I screwed up. Screwed up. Yeah, so as you can see, I guess the market just waited until I decided to walk away, and bam, I said it. I have no excuses. Let me show you something else too. Remember what I said earlier this morning about how on TradingView it appeared that we're stuck between this resistance and this support, and we may end up chopping for a bit. And when we lost this support, we quickly, this bull channel that we've been in for almost a month, for over a month, we quickly recovered, and look at that, blasting away. So I'm an absolute idiot. I had no excuses. I should have went long back here. When I went long here, I probably should have went long with more than one. Wait, what it was it 26, 36? Okay, I could have gone long with two options. So I could have gone long with 36, but there's no way I would have held it down here. So never mind that. But I had a second opportunity to go long here at 14.15, and I should have. In fact, at 14.15, I could have gone long with two options down here and sold one, maybe made about $20 profit, and then held on to the other one to at least 4161. But look, now we're back to the top of the bull flag again. So, no excuses. Idiotic move. So, what can I say? Alright, look where we are now. We've recovered 4161, blasted past that. Recovered 4168, blasted past that. Forget about the 30-minute supply from this morning, that's gone. And forget about the resistance for the upper bull flag, gone, already past that. And we just hit 4168 when cooling off slightly. And of course, who cares about VIX? Yeah, we pushed a little bit lower than the current low, but we're just sort of chopping sideways despite the fact that SPY is rallying. So it's almost, once again, an absolute slap in the face. I thought of all these justifiable reasons why I should not take another trade and just be happy with the little profits I got. And it turns out this was look at this. And remember, if I just did Adam Mancini's levels, didn't care about supply or demand, if I put a buy in, look at this. I mean, I'm gonna zoom in. I'm gonna put it at 1 minute. I'm gonna put it at 1 minute. Look at that, to the very line, to the absolute very line. And I'm sure my 4148 is slightly adjusted or slightly off or whatever, but I don't think so. I think I made sure I adjusted it so it's exactly the same as ES. Put in a buy here, and right when it touched, which would be $17, and we just hit 117. There you go, $100 profit, 118. Now you've taken care of the commission. And if you bought 10 options, you've made $1,000. $170 for $1,000. It's like the universe heard me say, "Oh yeah, the volume is low, this, that, blah blah blah, yakety yak. Let's show him." Boom, rally. And even if I had taken it, I would have exited early for all these other rational reasons. Oh yeah, we're making a new low and fix, and we touch this trend line and touch that line. I would definitely exit now. Da, 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 da. And boom, look at it, rallying. And we still got, what, 50 more minutes left in the market. This is going to push even higher. We may even see 4181 today. I wouldn't be surprised. Meaning that this option would go up to about $150, $170. Remember, this is the option I got at $36 and sold at $47. Now we're now here 117. Okay, market just closed. To summarize, I made a whopping $10 here. In fact, I could have swore this reminds me a great deal of a different day. Remember, demand was formed. I took it long, sold early. It came back down, chop, chop, chop. Then it rallied after the fact. So as you can see here, this option peaked at $200 on the dollar, exactly $200. So in other words, if I had gotten in when I thought I shouldn't have, when I thought it was too risky, and just held to the end of the market, I could have made up for all of my losses for the past couple months in just one trade. And better yet, if I had gotten two options, which I had enough money to do, if I had gotten two options, let them both run, I would be up almost 400 bucks. 400 bucks today off of 50 bucks. Oh, anyways. So let's look at VIX really quick. Interesting, isn't it? All of that rallying happened just here in just this move. And now we've made a new low. On ES, we bounced. You know what? The reason why this looks the way it looks here is because I changed this to a 5. Oh no, I didn't. Interesting. I don't know what to say. On the other chart, we drop. Well, look here. Jesus Christ, dude, I hate computers. Okay, I'm gonna increase the size of this. This is a 515. Let's zoom it out. Why on this chart, this is the only chart I was looking on ES, by the way, other than my trading view ES. Look how we fell so far below this channel. It's the same channel. This is the same ES. I don't have more than one ES. This is the same ES. It's the same channel. And last week you saw me go through all the struggle to try and get the charts to line up to be the same. So let's put it to a 115. Right? So even on a 1 day, 15-minute chart, it drops below the line here. But on this chart, it doesn't matter what time frame I use. 515, 115, it lines up exactly at the trend line. I swear, Thinkorswim is like the guy from that movie Glass or whatever, the guy who has like 18 personalities. That's what Thinkorswim is. I have one stock, one option, one futures, one trend line. That's it. But it seems like any variable that changes, the trend line changes. And this is so frustrating. To me, it looked like we lost it and we barely regained it, but we bounced exactly on it according to this chart here. So, don't know, man. I don't know what to say. You've, I've said it many times. I loathe Thinkorswim. It's a terrible app, in my opinion. So, that being said, let's now look at TradingView. It's weird. When I double click on the chart to try and increase it, this is what's supposed to happen. It's supposed to increase to the size of the screen, right? But when I double click it the first time, half is on this screen and half is on my other screen. Computer no me gusta. So remember this blue trend line that was resistance here, fake breakout resistance, and it was resistance earlier here and here. Guess what? We've just broken through. We've just broken through. And the irony is earlier today, when I was rationalizing why I shouldn't take the trade, I actually considered, what if I go for a swing? I was gonna pick a further out option for Friday, not Friday. Hold on. For tomorrow, I was thinking, what if I chose like 415 instead of the 412 strike? It would be around the same amount of money, and if I let this one swing for tomorrow, because we weren't seeing much action today. And look, yeah, you wouldn't have made as much profit here, but the fact that we've finally broken, we're about, well, 4180 is the target for today, remember? That's Adam Mancini's ultimate target, 4181 to be exact. We're almost there. So if this bases overnight and then rallies some more tomorrow, there, you'll make your profit. But hey, if you got two options at 20, sold one, I don't know, here today, made your $50 and held on to the other until tomorrow, even if you lost all of the value in the other option, you still would profit. You still wouldn't be in the negative. So yeah, anyways, another day, another slap in the face. Well, I don't know what to say. I mean, still profitable for the day, but by a small fractional amount, and that's the problem. That's the problem. My profits need to be bigger. They have to be to make up for the losses.